Hmm.
Is that for phase one? The picture?
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be.
Nope.
Yeah.
This one.
Someone
I was
else
just
has
wondering that too.
someone else has ERT.
Yeah.
I didn't know that would show up for everyone else.
Yep.
Oh, it's live session apparently is turned on. There we go. Oh wait, there's maps.
Apps? My WoW? It's more like the thing.
Where's the one that was cool?
That's cool. I didn't realize you could do that.
I didn't know. This is the first time I've seen this option too.
You guys saw Darius was going to be late, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, you can right click it, it goes away.
Well, there's a lot of dead bodies inside the raid. Alright.
is safe to enter.
Should be.
Somebody help clicky here, please.
I'm summoning inside bed.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
And he's already inside, so.
I just saw Grim still out there, so I thought, oh, better not go in there.
Hey, Ved, can you
Yeah.
go inside and clicky? Gonna beat the summon. When I was doing time walking last week on my priest, I was doing the Nexus, and after the second boss, I went to jump and just found the one corner on the platform there and fell to my death. So I'm making the long run back all the way around, and I asked the Warlock to set up a summoning portal to just bring me. And by the time it took him to coordinate getting a summons out, I was like 20 yards from the portal.
Oh my god, if you still love that fucking...
She's so cute.
Your allies are too dependent on you. Let them starve.
Update, I canceled my order, confirmed I canceled my order, and guess what just arrived?
Bacon.
Yep, bacon. After they said, nope, we don't know where your order is,
Do you have to pay for it? You can say I cancel it.
I canceled it, and I texted their Yeah, I did the cancellation, so we'll find out if I have to pay for it.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Right.
Like, it was supposed to be here at like 3:30, so I could actually eat.
Apparently, I'm having Waffle House for dinner.
That sounds very healthy.
I mean, the other option was 3 bacon sandwiches.
That's healthier than Waffle House.
I'm getting bacon.
Never mind. It's even worse.
You're gonna make bacon sandwiches out of waffles and bacon.
Exactly, it is a bacon sandwich.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually news to me.
It's just bacon. A deeper secret.
Holy crap! They upped the spice on this one.
That
Are you
conversation
gonna
reminded me.
survive?
Kevin, did I tell you that there's a place here in town that's like Admiral's except with even more strange burgers?
Is that where we go to lunch tomorrow? Sounds good.
Did you
The
say
Burger Factory?
strange burgers?
Oh, let's see. This one's called doesn't have a name. Back bacon, cheddar, maple syrup on a waffle bun.
What's the place called, Kevin?
Flippin' Mike's.
Oh,
It's in-
I've been
it's in
there.
Altenburg.
It just opened up in here in town like a month or two ago.
Yeah, I went there with Tash. She's the one
That-
that told me.
Canadian
You went
bacon?
to Altenburg there, Sean? Or
Yeah.
somewhere here in town? Oh, okay.
Apparently, he's got a burger that he makes out of donuts.
A
Yeah,
burger of donuts?
That sounds
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah,
They
it's
make
not on the
something
menu.
like that at
Now, I'm supposed
donut.
to try to be healthy, okay? A burger made out of donuts will probably set that off completely wrong.
There's a lot of options. That's only just.
I mean, you could cheat once in a while.
Yeah, donut says it sounded like a donut.
Is
That's-
12 o'clock still good, Kevin?
I have a telecom with actually at 1 o'clock. So
Is it something that I can just go hide in the corner and not have to worry about it?
whatever.
I'll bring my laptop up with me.
Are you going to Tilsonburg tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna see Kevin tomorrow.
Shit.
There's a place in my town
Why don't-
called Burgers to Beer, and I like the naming convention on some of them. They have the O Cheeses, the Tot Mess. My favorite's the Vampire Hunter, smoked Gouda and cheddar cheese, creamy garlic aioli, pepperoni, and caramelized onions. Pretty good.
Have steak.
I'm going into a sugar coma just looking at that picture.
I wouldn't order one with a donut thing.
No, I don't know about the donut.
Apparently, there's a
Maybe
burger place
sticky
like that we're
burger.
going to tomorrow in Tilsonburg.
Why don't we all go to this burger place then?
I mean, do you live in Canada?
Oh,
Honey,
Like,
honey,
I can find my way
what was
there.
that for?
Not much more to eat.
I am gonna be healthy.
Hey, hey, hey,
Hey,
hey!
Kev, push the talk.
We don't. Yeah, we don't need to listen to that.
Oh,
Sorry.
I don't know what I'm pushing.
at
Have
Burgers
have
to
your
Beer.
have your fight off. Have your fight offline.
At Burgers to Beer, you can upgrade the bun for $2 to a donut for any of the burgers.
Oh my.
We have
We had
4
this
healers. Silax,
not in my
I
town.
need a swing healer.
Okay.
Until Darius is here.
I guess.
What if you don't want a burger? You can scroll down to the not burgers section of the menu.
Grim, let me know.
There's
Roast beef. Let me know if that place is good because we're going up to Elmer actually on Friday. So if it's good, maybe we'll stop there for lunch on the way back.
I've been there once already. That's how I have the menu and everything. It's
there's
certainly not the cheapest,
place-
but holy hell, you get a lot of food.
Oh, good.
There's this place I once went to. It's called Two Sisters. It's like a diner type place. It's really good.
Oh wow, that flask looks way different.
So ranged are all on purple-ish. We're all gonna hide.
I'm just eating.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh wait, I'm healing.
Yes. Hero now.
2, 1.
Donuts, I should say.
2, 1.
Don't stand inside her. No problem. Ow. Freak.
Three, 2, 1.
Donuts.
3, 2, 1.
Freak. Hide.
Three, 2, 1.
Eight. Freak.
You guys need to learn to draw lines on your monitors.
Shriek, there's 3 on her. So we're gonna keep her back here.
Three, 2, 1.
Try and drop at the back of the room, towards where the door is. Donuts.
3,
Yeah,
2,
some of them are gonna immediately bounce. Sorry. Gotta deal with it. Creep. Hide, hide, hide.
2, 1.
Or not.
3, 2, 1.
Shriek. Hide.
Three, two, one.
So Alex, wait for this.
Okay.
You're gonna res where I'm standing where square is, right?
Three. Three. Remember, there's three. That's two. One more.
Rip.
Walk right through you guys. Take it right here. Same thing, just on this side of the room.
Was that only 2?
I was only 2.
I guess the timers are just really weird. Expect 3, pray for 2, I guess.
Sure.
Beware.
Oh. Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, these are fun.
Yeah, let's get the pillars right there.
Oh. That's gonna drop right on.
I'll move it there. Hide.
Three, two, 1.
She's almost dead.
I'm curious how you know it's gender.
It says her.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It does say her in the guide.
Dungeon Journal. Shriekwing locates her victims with horrifying cries.
I would have also settled for I'm up its butt half the fight.
As she descends on upon her prey.
Of his most prized possessions. I know the path we must take to reach them.
Are we skipping trash?
Huh, there's no reason to kill it. This trash sucks, as we found out last night. That Sincere is awful. Stupid AoE that does tons of damage and silences everybody.
That ball.
Pets just fucked us. Good job, DKs.
Well, Draven's.
Oh lord, they coming.
Should I not come back in?
I can't CC her. I don't know if I'm getting. We're not getting hit by the AoE down here, are we?
I don't think so. The rider's almost dead.
You can channel all if you want.
Yeah, the hymn is hitting down here. I've got 12 stacks.
I don't know what you're supposed to do with this. I mean, it silences and it does a shit ton of damage. DPS through it? Like,
I'm just gonna wait for you guys.
I don't know how to.
What a way to whip.
Disperse the anima missiles every 5 seconds. Okay. So how do you?
Just looking at those things, it looks like you can LOS them.
No.
No,
This
I've
is
still
fun.
got Dax.
Find it fun. Run.
Can anyone do cloak the stamina cloak enchant?
Yep, I think so.
Which one?
The 30 stamina, not the stamina.
I can, yeah.
No, it's fine. She's at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, I can go in, I'm pretty sure.
Dex.
Okay, she just
back
ran
up.
back up the stairs.
Oh lord, is she back? She sent out one last missile.
Okay, I think, yeah, I think she just Oh, wait.
I don't know what. I'm really curious as to what the trick is with this trash. Like, how do you get her to stop casting?
I don't know. Somebody's got Mind Soothe on her right now.
Unless you just have to kill her first.
I think we have to do it fashion way.
If you are a pet class, walk your fat asses down the stairs the proper way. Thank you.
Or dismiss and then resummon.
Let's just kill her. Unless everyone's downstairs already.
I think
We're
we're
all
all
down
down
here.
here.
Okay, that's fine.
You say just straight 30 stamina, right, Gwen?
Yep.
Okay, one second.
Thank you.
No problem.
Everybody, okay, because her Mind Soothe is about to wear off.
Pro gamer move right there.
Huh?
Typhoon the rider into cleave range.
I moved her halfway, you took the other half.
Teamwork!
Ow.
Come on, give me a trap, give me a trap. Nope, okay.
Grenade to
Do
jump
not
on.
give it a trap. Like, I'm sorry, but this is the. We gotta have an intervention.
You can dodge the silence for Sincere.
Yeah.
How?
Just don't be in the bolts.
Well, like not melee can, but ranged can. It's just a circle that goes out.
But when she was doing her AoE bolts thing, I was losing 3/4 of my health. What melee is going to be able to survive that?
Yeah, Searing Censure is what's doing in all directions. That's what you're getting nailed by, so I think you just send in tanks. And then the other one is the Hymn, which increases damage over time. So you need to kill her very fast. And ranged, basically melee are going to be silenced half the time. Every 5 seconds, she silences for 6 seconds.
Quality game design.
Oh, hey, a lower level BOE.
That sounds like a good plan. All the cooldowns on that fight, on that trash fight.
Okay. Differences on heroic.
There's
When the first bear, Margor, when it jumps, when it does a circle on the ground, people need to stack in it. Anyone who's hit by that gets a dot. So, or a bleed, I should say. So you have to limit the number of people to just what you need in the circle, not everybody. Second, the healing ad in phase 2 causes pulsing damage the longer it's up, so it needs to be healed and dealt with quickly, which I don't think should be healed. And then there's 2 of the shades of Farghast.
Do we know where they spawn?
What?
one to the left and one to the right
Okay.
of the bear.
Yeah, so they'll both be in the corner right near each other.
And I think the healer advice for when the shade comes out or whatever it's called, with the raid AoE, you're gonna instinctively try to heal everybody. Just spam her with heals. It's more effective.
If I can get my timings right, which I've been doing on normal, then just as the dog is about to cast that, create it, because it's based on my missing health. The more health I'm missing, the more health it needs to be healed. So I usually bubble myself so that I don't take any damage, and then it's basically got a sliver of health to get rid of really quickly.
Yeah, I didn't even see it yesterday. I kept waiting for it and never saw it.
Yeah, I'm trying to basically cancel that out by getting my. I gotta pop a lot of things in order to get my shield available every time that's up, but I can do it.
Right.
So then let's make sure we've got 2 CCs for 2 different bears.
For the one so far, we've usually had 4 or 5 CCs on it, so.
Right, let's just make sure we're getting both, though, not 4 or 5 still on one of them. And then they should both hit 15 at roughly the same time, and I think it's better just to pull them both in and just leave them down. I don't want to leave them up by accident.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Begin. Make them bleed.
That circle needs like 5 or 6 people in it. Not everybody.
This boat has your name.
We're gonna have to swap it too, I think. I'm gonna be taking 10,000 damage every 3 seconds.
But only for 6 seconds. I can swim, that's fine.
I'm taking 11,000 every 3 seconds for 20.
Oh, from that bleed. Okay.
Yeah. That's one thing I can't counter.
But
Okay, let's swap.
You already have one stacked, don't take another one ranged.
first one should drop off.
It did.
Mm.
And it only lasts.
Seemed to hurt a lot of people.
It's only 2 ticks,
Which was almost enough to kill me.
so like 6 seconds. They hurt. Don't get me wrong. You're right.
Well, when he hit you with his shot after, yes.
That's what's killed me.
Should be able to get this Rip Soul. deal, but shades are going out. Both shades.
A lot of help.
Oh, we can miss that shade. Come on.
I tried to get it.
Well, no, we need instant CCs to be on them. I mean, we have enough mages. That should be instant.
That one's out. It's roaring.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a waste.
they're all dotted.
Come on, you guys know how to do this on normal. Why are we dotting the shades?
Don't release.
Shit.
We're in heroic default. Don't release.
You be blood. Yeah, mind yourself. Drowns making this dangerous.
Can you give me stealth too?
Silax.
Silax, move your butt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's named Rip Soul, right? Is that what its name is?
The problem was I wasn't at full health when we started casting.
Yeah, just doing a focus macro.
He didn't make it to the boss, so.
No, he does a ton of damage, and that's why we didn't get the ads, because I don't know about everyone else, but I was focusing on keeping people alive.
Right.
It's a lot easier. We don't have to deal with most of that mechanic. I mean, I can pop the shield a little bit earlier, or just before the cast starts. Do a second or two, but that's all I got. I don't want to pop the shield by accident. But
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Marble, make them bleed. This boat has your name. Marble, make them bleed. Marble, make them bleed. This boat has your name. Your death will not be
Rip Soul 5.
have enough boats for everyone.
Actually, easy to do. Shades coming out.
This boat has your name.
Down.
Okay.
Back? That was a frostbolt.
Soul. Yeah,
Innovator
10 and
zone.
12. Pull them in shortly. Grip them in. Up, kill them. Focus the ads. Pop a CC on them if you have to. Or stun or
Rip
something.
soul.
Stop them from casting. Do ads through it again.
This boat has your name on it.
Ad's casting.
Rip souls out.
Should find something to help.
Okay, bring the ads in. Rip the ads in.
Propose.
Oh, that's good timing. Okay, last phase, hero. This is no different than normal now. Just more damage.
Oh, good.
Can you take the other so we can clean a little bit better?
He can't move him too quick.
Oh, I didn't know if you could move.
I have to keep him. No, I have to keep the ad moving.
Alright.
The longer it stays still, the more damage it does to everyone when it pulses.
This boat has your name.
Shut up! There you go. Remember, you can just attack the boss. You don't have to chase the bear around. It'll die.
Nothing escapes my This boat has your name.
Don't res the. I thought you were gonna get pegged by a bolt.
Who, me?
No, I res Silax and someone moved the arrow right there.
They were just pointing to the body.
There's the body.
That man is trying to res. Shoot him before it goes off. I'm talking about me.
Yeah, yeah.
Say, shoot them, whoever they may be.
I'm just a lowly druid.
Good job.
Hey, no loot.
Nice.
Hey, gold.
Come on.
Yep.
Weapon tokens for people.
Lots of conduits, though. So.
Lots of charms of
I got a
eternal
rock.
honor.
Does that count?
Work on our druids anymore.
There's 3 of them. Is that the only thing? Charm of Eternal Winter is the new Cloak of the Burning Vanguard. It's official. We've had one where we only get those.
Can I do it again?
The way ahead will be fraught.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
But we must reach those.
Come on, Bear
stores.
Jesus. Haha!
I love it, baby.
Somebody get a screenshot quick.
It makes for some very awkward photo moments from down here. Just want to point that out.
Why'd you move? I was about to get a picture.
Oh well.
Something
Next
about
time,
dangling
they're not gonna
carrot.
fix that.
Do not tell them about that.
Tell them about what?
Exactly. Fight Club. I mean,
What's Fight Club? There's no such thing as Fight Club.
King of the trash. Notice it's king of the trash, not trash.
Well, now I know who's not getting this spell.
If I die, I die.
When trash is involved, hockey can be king of whatever you want.
That's right.
Rat King.
Prize and capped
The Rat King
AoE.
Vanguard?
What is this capped AoE you speak of?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Have
What
you
is
tried
that?
becoming a druid? Or a warlock?
Blizzard deciding
Okay,
that.
Aha!
That was stupid.
You're king of dying during trash.
Thank you for the wings.
You're welcome.
I'm helping.
The largest of its kind I have
Okay, I should actually red talk.
Thank you. Yeah, that was stupid. I thought somebody was gonna get home. And that's where
I was told not to. I was told not to.
Dispatch this creature before it grows even stronger.
I'll Venmo you the $20, Silax.
Thank you.
Do it!
Putting that in college funds.
Get here. Alright, I am just the Rat King. I have to grow and grow.
I take the dog out really quick.
Okay.
Yes, it does that.
I lived as few might dare to dream.
It's just trying to get you to follow it.
Didn't you see earlier? Gravity doesn't work on me.
Why don't we test that now?
Because I'm too lazy to run back.
We have a warlock.
We're not waiting for one to come up, are we? No. Okay.
What? No.
Be right back real quick.
Oh no.
I am screwed when I come in here on an alt that isn't a tank, because I'm not going to know how to do any of these fights.
Don't hit people
Attack
with
on the
laser
tanks.
beam. Win.
Basically.
This one we have to do properly now, though, with the circles.
We making a triangle at the melee?
Properly.
Properly as in not all stacking together. Groups of 3 in the miasma circles only.
I just got disconnected somehow, so give me 1 second. I'm relogging.
Back.
I am back with Waffle House.
So beyond the numbers changes, which is why 3 people for the chain thingy, the circle thingy. The other difference is that the ability he's got where it puts a circle on everybody, and that circle is the size of the amount of your missing health that everyone spreads out for. When that one goes off, you'll poop an orb out. This will happen to everybody. That orb will sit there, and if anyone touches it, you take 10k damage. So over time, they'll build through the room, and the whole idea is that when that ability goes off, you have enough health. Just walk in for the one you just pooped and pop it, and then you go back to do what you're doing.
Couldn't we just have our paladin horse through a bunch of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my immunity as well.
Every so often, sure, but it's not going to work every time.
Feel free to leave them on walls if you get to a wall. You don't have to pick those up, you can just leave those there.
Yeah, the tank that's not tanking can also probably take 1 or 2 while they're not doing anything else, because this doesn't have a cleave or anything like that. So
when we get it, we actively stop DPSing, I guess, and move for melee, I guess.
well, you spread out just as you did in normal. Just leave the orb on the ground.
The bubbles, and then I'll go after the second. Or wait, no, my cooldown's longer. I'll take the first one for the bubbles.
We're not going to be able to do it just like that, because I've got a 3.5 minute on shield.
Oh,
yeah,
on
there's
shield.
ton.
I was thinking about your. Sorry, I was thinking about your charge. Sorry.
It's also shadow damage, FYI. So if you go the expunge, the ability that puts a circle underneath you that grows based on the size that everyone has to spread. Everyone gets at the same time. Everyone has to spread out. As soon as you drop it, if you're still at full health, and it's not at the side of the room, if it's in the middle of the room, just walk back into the orb and take it, as long as it's safe to do so. The less we have floating around in the middle of the room, the easier things will be. They're just gonna keep coming.
So there's no splash damage, it's just damage to whomever walks into it.
Whenever you walk into it, it'll do damage and knock you back.
So, but it's personal damage, it's not to everybody.
No.
It's not a Shriekwing chain.
Nope, just you.
To the target that touched it. Yes. That's it. Alright.
Those that us are pretty speedy. Try and get to the walls if you can.
Yep.
So not Death Knights.
Circles, just make sure there's only 3 or 4. 3, ideally, in each circle.
3, 2, 1.
Let's hero now. No reason to wait. Called it sponge.
Yep.
No, it's that.
First sponges in 5 seconds.
Everyone's stacking. Ugh.
There it is. Yeah, your health's gotta be, can't be that low.
My turn.
It's
Yes.
not good stuff to get through a lot of.
1.
Are we gonna swap on every overwhelm, or actually let it go to stacks?
I was just gonna do stack. The overwhelm doesn't really do much.
Heal everyone up if you can.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, you should not stand in this one.
You can't all stack up with the circles. That will kill us.
Gotta be and don't go with it.
I don't take hardly any damage from those.
Sponge in 3.
We might want to be cycling healer cooldowns there.
Yeah, I'm about to pop one.
He's at 10 stacks.
3, 2, 1.
Do not overlap circles. Have them completely separate. Cooldown if we got one.
You still can't overrun.
1.
Geez, there's so many circles in melee.
Yeah, we could use some free. Oh, wait.
That's
That's
because
'cause-
most range are dead. That's
Yeah.
Should we just wipe it up?
Yep, put it up.
Oh, I
Sorry
wanted
about
my
that, Ark.
50%.
I thought you were. Sorry about that, Ark. I thought you were gonna pop a speed.
Aww. Wanted to be able to say the boss
Don't
was half dead, more than half
release.
dead.
Don't release.
Ruined it.
Is they still working on it?
No, it's
2, 1.
You
I
melt?
can if it's just me.
Perfect.
I got the battle res.
Don't release.
50%. There you go.
Not quite. 50.5.
My DBM says 50. It's all good.
50.5.
Why am I still casting? Oh, wow. The
You were on
animation.
top of me.
Meanwhile, after the bear shadow melded, and someone said, he said, "I'm gonna go battle res someone." I thought he was running over to like teabag someone. Not working.
Jesus.
It's a big feast.
Cool. Thank you.
So yes, that is the entire fight that we saw.
Yeah, those orbs, soaking up those orbs, that wasn't a big deal at all for me.
You just don't do it if the boss is you're the boss's current target.
Right.
It's too much for it. I tried it and I barely survived. With the boss hit at the same time.
Don't do it if you're
Ranged had lots of room. Should we move range back?
then they can't reach the melee right here. Oh, they're on the other side of the boss.
True.
What about moving them like here, and then they can take them back?
Got beams from that side.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't see a reason to move it.
No, yeah, we just gotta be a bit more careful on the circles. We still had quite a few overlapping, and if you have more people in the circle than are healing, more than 3 people, you're basically just giving up your health for no reason. They're just eating your health for nothing. 2 people will keep them at the current health they're at. 3 people will heal them. 4 people will do nothing.
Well, the fourth person won't contribute. Just take damage.
They'll just take damage, exactly.
Yes. They're not helping.
The part I don't like is when we get the beams and we run them out, and we both stop thinking we're far enough out, and we kill each other, which is what happened to you and I. Because we both ran out and we both stopped. And...
There's a solution. There's a solution for that. Whichever one of you is closer to the boss, move forward towards the boss a couple steps. That will change the angle, so both of you won't get hit.
That's what happened when me and Art.
Greg, can you drop a summoning portal?
When the boss does that huge AoE, should we have like ranged and melee run to do 2 different spots so we don't overlap the circles?
Talking about the sponge, the one that drops the orbs.
No, when he does the when he consume, yeah, when he starts consuming, because we all ran to the same anti-magic zone and we stacked on each other with all those circles. Just
I'll just don't all go stack in the same AMZ. It's not really required during it.
Fair.
Or drop one off to the side for the melee to go to, and one the range can fend for themselves, and they get priest.
How much does the AMZ even help in that phase anyway?
Consume is... It's shadow damage, so I would assume it does.
Yeah.
The problem is it'd be fine if we didn't have to deal with the other circles that are soaking people's health and you're just taking needless damage, so it's probably best not to encourage that by putting down zones like that. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Personals instead.
I mean, AMZs would probably be more helpful for popping bubbles.
Yes.
Also, use your potion if you're super low health when we're going into an expunge, because those circles hurt a lot too.
Speaking of potions,
making them smaller would be nice.
The AMZ would also help for the people who have the soaking circles that are can't be healed, because that's doing shadow damage to them as well. So if there's 2 of those in melee, just drop an AMZ and people who are dealing with that stand in that, and that will reduce damage and heal faster. Or lose health before.
It's a 2-minute cooldown. We've got to be careful, because if all 4 of us pop it, then we're gone for 2 minutes, right?
Just make an order.
What I'm trying to say is it's not overly useful on this fight, so using it in small instances is better than nothing.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Where's Smith coming?
2, 1.
0.
Arc, need someone in a circle.
The melee should be going to purple so that they're not shooting towards me.
3, 2, 1.
My asthma on me.
Sponge. Ow. Move out of that.
Arc's using his. Kira, you're up next on CD.
1.
Sponge in 3. Now.
3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
Alright.
3, 2, 1.
Wrong way, Rin.
Sorry.
Three, 2, 1.
Need one more person on my circle.
3, 2, 1.
Kira hit a CD. Seal and me up next.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, shit.
I have Aura Mastery as well.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
I get an AMZ, I'm in 2 circles.
1.
I didn't have enough melee on my circle.
Hit one, seal him.
I feel like melee is afraid of soaking now because there's been less people soaking.
The problem is, it's like we get 3 or 4 in us, and it's like we can't really divide up well enough.
We need to have like 2
3,
set
2,
spots for melee or something.
Well, one group can shift closer to the tanks.
Yeah.
I'm immuning for 8 seconds.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
G-side.
Don't release.
3, 2,
Don't release.
1.
Rin, you should have B-res.
I don't.
Alright, Kushik, you got us up?
I put a brazier out, so.
He's got to find his res.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd that button go?
Yeah, I don't use it often.
You're pretty low too, by the way, dude.
And if I'm not mistaken, Turtle will not pop the bubbles.
What? Should.
I assume you have to take damage. There's a lot of mechanics that are
No,
like that.
I can put shield up and pop bubble.
Oh, really? It really doesn't hit that bad. I took 2 with Bark Skin up, and it was still at 50% health.
Yeah, doesn't
Yeah,
Bark
it's
Skin reduce your damage taken by like 50%?
20%.
Huh.
Oh, remember, it's 9k damage. I mean, everyone's got over 30k, so if you're at full, it's a third of your health. Really? Like, so 1 orb when you're at full health is not a big deal.
And we're trying to use healer cooldowns right before, so we have less smaller circles, which means less damage, and more people should be able to soak afterwards.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like if you got turtle or bubble or shield or weight or you're at full health, nothing better to do. Sure, take care of a couple of them. But Ith and I are running around looking for things to do while we're not tanking the boss, and we've got a lot more health than you guys do, and mitigation for that. So it's easier for us just to run around and poke at a bunch of them real quick while to clean it up instead of you guys.
Does AMS work when you're standing in the circles as well? That seems like a better use of it, though. I think we're doing fine on orbs.
Well, we have anti-magic shield and anti-magic zones. We have both.
Grim, do you think you can like roll to the ranged and clear up those orbs?
I can get a couple of them.
Yeah, because unless I pop a speed boost, it takes me a minute to get all the way back to clear some range, then get back. You got up to 9 stacks.
Yeah, that wasn't really that bad. It's the stacking abilities when we get hit by like 3 or 4 abilities all at once that causes a problem. Any one of those abilities once doesn't really phase any of it, either of us.
Pretty sure with my own sustain, circles that are overlapping, I can stand in both if I don't have the meows.
I think you can go to a doctor for that.
Darius is here.
Can I get a mage table?
Absolutely not.
Reward that joke.
The very powers of the ancient titans are at your command.
You guys are the best.
Choose to create tasty treats.
Miss Ith killed me earlier.
I actually didn't do anything.
It's not what you said.
I said that after the fact as a joke.
Oh.
I found it amusing.
I still have 30 stacks.
5, 4, 3.
Want to teach me how to play a fire mage?
1, 3, 2, 1.
Spread those circles out.
Sponge.
Three, two, one.
Arc's using CD. Here, you're up next.
Three, two, one.
Oh my god.
Three, two, one. Three, two, one.
Uh-oh.
I got 2 healers down. Be bleeding people.
Yeah.
We'll give up hope. We can.
Go throw yourself on the balls, boys and girls.
Hug the orbs. Or hug the boss. Doesn't matter.
3, 2, 1.
Did everybody else
I got a res.
have had this incredible lag where nothing moved? Or was it?
No.
Okay.
I also did too.
I was just keeping an eye on the melee section while I was dead. Why do the tanks have their own kind of section? There's no actual tank mechanics that require the boss to be behind the boss, right?
No. There's no cleave or anything.
I just feel like the melee are actually dying to circles because we just don't have a ton of people and we lose 1 or 2 and then we don't have 3 people in there. But I feel like the tanks should be also helping with that.
Well, remember, the boss can't parry from behind. That's a big thing.
Or the sides.
Or the side. So we can't stack the melee on the tanks. That's just downright. That's just bad for melee.
No, I meant the off tank.
Off tanks running around popping orbs.
Oh, okay. I just saw
run
guys
into
melee
melee.
at the front.
The
just stay in
problem, the problem I'm seeing with what happens with the melee is, if you look at where the skull is, I was seeing melee die to the beam where skull is, and I don't know why. Melee is supposed to go towards purple, not towards the range. That's the whole.
Well, for that first beam, only melee got it, so we can only do so much.
Well, one of you can run through the boss. One can run back. I mean, you can run the hell over there for all that matters, or that way. Keep in mind, if the tanks get hit by 1 beam, it's not game over. It tickles us. Like really, it does not matter. That's why I don't care if one of the range goes off to the other side by accident and gets both the tanks and one of the beams. Whatever, we're fine. It doesn't affect us.
The other problem is muscle memory. We're not remembering to run right because we're coding ourselves to run left every time. So when it's 3 melee, we just kind of spread out on the left side. That's just what happened. We're not gonna think, oh, I should run right because there's 2 other melee that have.
But what I saw when someone was at skull, one of the range died because the lines lined up with one of the range that had it too. So I'm like, why would you go there? Go to purple, then you won't hit anyone at range.
My thing is the reason why I blinked into that and I tried to adjust myself quickly. And accidentally clipped Charithus. Darn.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I didn't think the blink would cover that much range.
Also, melee, get a little bit of distance for the boss because Troiko's right, the beams are wide, and if you're close to the boss and you have 2 melee there, you're gonna get an overlap.
We just move the tank a little lower, give melee more room. So if you absolutely can move right, that's another option. Otherwise, left.
To layer 1.
Rejection.
I think it's just the circles really that's killing us through it, right? 'Cause that's the only thing that's really changed.
Yeah, gluttonous miasma. No, gluttonous miasma killed someone. Ejection, we're not gonna worry about it. We talked about that one. Gluttonous miasma. That's another ejection. So the thing is, when you have that circle underneath that's sapping or giving you a dot, you also can't be healed. So the only way to get health back and survive through stuff is by having people stack 2 people with.
Somebody's mic is popping off.
I think it's Grim.
No.
5, 4, 3,
No.
1.
It's Hugs.
2, 1.
Alright, mic is
Popping off. Fix that.
Three, 2, 1.
Arc CD going out.
3, 2, 1.
It's gonna be a wipe. Oh, we just lost a healer.
Alright. Let him chase me.
radio down.
Okay, fix that.
He actually got me.
Acceptable losses.
I don't think I killed anyone there, but I got beam while I was running back from the left side of the room. Should I just keep the beam over there if there's no chance of me making it across moon?
You're gonna take out melee is the problem. Yeah, beam needs to be on.
Yeah, but
the
melee.
beam. Sorry, the tanks are gonna be over there. You were on the left side, you mean?
Yeah,
Tanks are
like
behind- the tanks are behind the boss, and like I said, one of the beams going through the tanks is preferably not should happen, but it's not certainly shouldn't affect.
like the orange bubble over here. Like I go over here for the orb, and on the way back, if I get beam, there's no way I can make it past moon if I don't have blink.
Yeah, I moved the tanks right in line with the moon because we never get the beam. So that's fine.
Keep in mind if you're gonna eat your orb anyways, there's no point in being like on the wall. So, yeah.
I have not been eating mine. I'm made of paper mache.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was running out mine. I'm reminding myself I was running mine out and then eating it, and I was like, that was pointless. We're losing people really early too.
For what? Oh, in the fight, yeah.
Like losing one person at 50, fine. Losing person at 98.
Well, that again, gluttonous miasma. 2 people aren't standing with them. Gluttonous miasma that killed 2 people. The first 2 people within the first minute died because 2 people weren't standing with them.
They got the gluttonous miasma, or they got killed because they were standing in it with someone else.
No, they got killed by it.
Yeah, I died because
The
I didn't
dot.
have. I only had one person trying to save me.
Yeah. One was melee, one was ranged.
All right.
4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Use your CDs if you're in range right now. Tower, ice block.
Alright.
We got to him in time.
Oh, okay. Two of them will hit the fast.
Yeah, we've got one healer down and just lost second one. Wipe it up.
Hold on.
The second one hit me for 74,000 damage.
How much did volatile ejection hit you for?
The first one hit me for 36,606. The second one hit me for 74,275. Combined, it's like 100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got hit for 8580 and then 43,000.
Shit, that's like...
Well, I'll repair while I'm down here.
How are you resetting him? Isn't the door closed?
Yeah? The door's closed.
He's hacking. Every time he does it, I report him, so it's fine.
Perfect. Roll through it.
Grak can do it too, but he's
No.
not tank.
Transcendence.
How were we being lazy when we ran to the right there?
I can teleport out the door, through the door.
You guys moved like half a square.
I ran across
Tried to
the
run
room.
back on me. No, you both were like 1 square from range.
I died over here.
Yeah, both of them
That's
were
not
like
one
over
square.
here. This is a decent place to die.
That
but-
is not where you guys died. We were standing here.
No.
I ran right here, and you and Greg died right here.
No, we didn't.
I'm more curious how the priest died over here. I don't even know which one it was, but when we came back from the first expunge.
He had miasma arc.
It's from the expunge? Gotcha.
Yeah, expunge.
Yeah, miasma, expunge, miasma. And then the ejection for 3 people. With the 660k overkill on it.
Shit. Oh yeah, that one's
Yeah.
pretty.
In range,
self-explanatory.
can we maybe just move the circle so that it's a little bit easier to see how many people are in each circle?
When they're too close together,
Yeah.
you really can't tell.
Yeah, they just should not overlap whatsoever. Overlapping them is never going to help anyone.
Yeah, use the grid. The floor, the tiles on the floor, just keep one per circle.
True. Just whoever has it stand in the center of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I get made fun of for bad jokes. Wow.
I'm sorry, but I approve of the Venn diagram.
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
I moved this slightly off center just so there's less chance of that happening.
Just taunt on the expunge if you haven't.
Oh. I moved
Then
miasma. Whoops.
I'll let you do
I can bubble and keep it small.
Three, 2, 1.
Arc CD.
3, 2, 1.
Miasma.
Carry, use your big one.
Sponge.
Oh, I got caught by an
Just
orb.
charge into that.
During the charge, yeah. I'm glad he didn't move. I taunted him as I charged.
Seal him, use your big one.
Three, two, one.
Zoom.
Darius, use your big one.
Sponge.
Three, two, one.
I got him.
Three, two, one.
About to save you, Arc.
Pop those battle reses. Pop the battle reses. Heal it back out. Away.
Rin, use your aura before this Desolate goes out. 9 seconds. Mine. Kira, if you got yours up, use it after Desolate.
Sponge is green. Leave. Someone's gonna have to get to full health and taunt off, and then it can taunt right back. Better stacks.
Anybody?
You gotta take
I-
one hit though.
It hit me right before I could drop.
Nope. No stack. So 10%.
Oh, we can push it to 9.
The way he's healing, he's gonna say no thank you.
Don't release. We might get out of this. Shit. I did, but the priest's still up. Was there brazier? Nope. Nope. Release.
Yeah, I feel like we need repairs at this point.
Probably.
We had repairs after the last fight.
I'll give someone's left eye to see the realms you've seen. When you get 8,
If you want to take the long way, Hawk, go ahead.
Hey, don't you be saying things about my favorite tank.
Get out of I went up and
What's that? What's that third favorite healer?
Moved up to 3. Wow.
Congrats on the promotion. Should we get you a cake?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm probably at the
curious.
bottom of all lists.
You're at the top of my list, bro.
I have to cycle. I have to cycle the healers every week, so you don't feel bad. I put you all on a big. I put you all on a big like bingo roller, and then that's how I determine my favorite healer that week.
Don't do the spin the wheel.
The question is, what do you do about a swing killer like me?
Just thought of something.
Nothing. Literally nothing.
I'm like, well, it's hard being not my favorite healer and not my favorite DPS, so that's very mean. I mean, I'm going to spin the wheel.
Go sit in your corner and think about what you said, Eth.
Well, what I heard was
I'm gonna go cry.
We could summon him, right?
Well, we summoned, but
The mirror said, "That's a warlock." No.
I killed Hawk for you, Is. And this is how
There's
you
so
treat
much
it.
irony here. How do we fix this problem?
Can somebody grip me out of it or something? All I see is the red swirly screen.
Oh, just continue moving forward. Just continue moving forward. That happens to me. Just continue moving forward. Trust me. That happens to me all the time. Just continue moving forward.
That does not seem to be helping.
Okay.
Yeah, but you
That's
moving
it's
forward,
going to be
though?
decided.
I can't tell.
Oh my god, he turned.
Selim is this week's favorite healer. Congratulations.
I like the music.
I like that silence because why not?
We're going to see that list. Wow.
I get the feeling you've had to use this before.
Oh my god, he's really stuck. Poor bastard. I feel so bad for you.
Yeah.
Crack, move your ass. I died and gripped you already.
I can't see anything.
We're not even in the mirror anymore.
I am on my screen.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Better log out then.
That's what happens to me every time I go through mirrors. I just continue moving forward and it hopefully changes me. Who needs a mask?
Why don't we have masks at game that cover our mouths? The missed opportunity for the store.
I'm getting masks to cover your face. I have 3 left. Take them out. Take them while they're hot.
Okay, I'm standing in the corner. Well, at least I'm not in the mirror anymore.
You wanna know why? Because this exists. There you go.
Yeah, I get that a lot, Koosh. Just in general, sorry. Oh, sorry, we were talking about in-game. My bad.
I've been getting gilded vibes, like...
Well, Arc, would you call for, like, use your big cooldown? I'm not
I
sure
assume
which
hit.
one you're... Okay, because Holy Priest have 2 really big cooldowns now. One is on a 12-minute timer, though.
Yeah, we'll save those 12 minutes for the end. So
Well, I'd actually... This is the weird thing, because it's a holy word, so if you use it early on, and then you use your other holy words, it reduces the cooldown by 30 seconds. So it's good to use it, like, right at the beginning, if possible, and then possibly have it again later in the fight.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. So all I'm doing is the first round of rotations. We're gonna aura first. I'm gonna do trank on second desolate after the second desolate, and then cure, sealum, dairies. We're gonna go in that order, and then after that, it's gonna be is not gonna be backup. I don't think it'll be 3 minutes. So you guys should actually be going first then, before Rin and myself. We just don't really need it. First one. The only reason I'm doing it for the first one is so we can be a bit more mana efficient. So let's let Rin take first aura before Desolate goes out, and then we'll start with Cure, Sealum, Dairies, and then I'll Trank for the last one, and then hopefully we'll have your cooldowns after that. Trank's a shit cooldown anyways.
From a quest.
Dang it. I don't want to go back to PFA.
Yeah, Chamber of the Heart quest and using the Heart quest.
Yep.
There's other ones you can get. Those are just recolors for the Argus stuff.
Yeah,
you can get.
Champion is this trend, and then I don't have to have this weird helm.
There's a set that you can get called the Burnished Triumvirate Armor, which has the same look as that.
Triumvirate.
Troglodyte.
5, 4, 3,
It's killing my
Transformator.
1, 3, 2, 1.
Toblerone.
Teriyaki.
Do you guys take this serious?
No.
Oh, that's a dead Arc.
Not dead yet.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, he's definitely splattered.
Can I have a couple people on
Did you just die again?
Yeah, he did. Instantly.
That's impressive.
Bring me up after this.
Raw talent.
Got it. Never mind.
Mary didn't have a chance.
3, 2,
Oh god.
4 down. Just reset.
Yeah, except for I forgot to put my teleporter out there.
Oh god.
Do we want Lust on the pool?
Yeah,
I got a brazier I can put down.
About 5 seconds in.
Everybody stack up.
Everybody stack together.
2, 1.
There we go. That was efficient.
Reminder to melee. Once you get to your side, spread out more than go back.
Need 5 minutes. We're right back. Want me to leave? I'll leave the dungeon first, and I'll come back in after.
Teleport out.
I'm gonna walk out the door.
That's the equivalent, yes.
I can stay in the group though, right?
No.
No, it's 23 right now. It's fine.
Okay.
I swear I accepted the res. Oh, bro, don't do this to me. I'm either gonna release or I can't release. I don't have a button.
What?
It says you're alive.
There we go. You're standing in front of us.
No, yeah, but my screen showed me dead. Wow. Come on now. I'm trying to eat.
I was trying to help you.
I'm removing all the priests off my wheel of its favor.
Gonna be a pretty short list.
It's gonna be Ark or Rin every week.
Or me. Hold
I don't-
up.
Are you even on the healer list?
I added Silex,
Yes.
Okay.
Stylax, because why not?
Yeah, that's exactly what it said.
Can people hear me clearly? Because
Yep.
I thought I tried to yell out a couple times and need people to stack on me.
Did not hear that.
That I did not hear.
I don't think that came through. You know what? I'm using Resto Affinity. I'm gonna put myself on that list next time.
Just for the ranged, I guess for melee as well. When you're running back after the, basically look for miasma targets after you've popped your bubble, if you're gonna pop your bubble, or after you drop your bubble. Look for your miasma target and run back with them if you can. That's where we're losing people.
Put this death teleporter in the healing area.
So we can always come back home.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Don't overlap those circles. That should have been Nora.
Oh, I thought you were calling it out.
Yep.
Spawn.
Should have been.
Sorry about that. Do you want me to use it on next?
Sure.
Okay. Can you call it again just to be safe?
Yep.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
Aura. Kira, you're up next.
Sponge.
3, 2, 1.
You're already up to 7? Wow.
Pure, you're up.
2, 1.
Cielm, you're next.
Sponge.
Three, two, one.
Fuck.
Just wait to accept.
2, 1.
Hello? What did he do to you?
Well, he had his way with me.
Apparently.
That's I don't know. That's just a bunch of small hits. It's like 17,000. 28 seconds on a battle res.
Yeah, I gotta survive this though.
Need a taunt and immune?
Yeah.
Going for it.
After this one.
Oh, sorry, I already did it.
No. You can't do it while he's casting an ability.
Okay, sorry.
8 seconds.
Yeah, my shit.
I'm gonna wait for that expunge.
2, 1.
I still hit a dumb orb on the way in.
I have aura backup. Arc.
Use it for the next test light.
Okay.
Overlap you two. Melee overlap. Not always. Just let me stand in the middle a little bit.
The tanks can help out with this too.
I had the beam too. Couldn't take it.
Yeah, I saw you get that, so
Yeah.
I was trying to get you. I had to get you, so.
All right, later.
What?
Three, two, one.
Arc needs a buddy.
Ooh.
Ow.
That was not good.
Three, two, one.
those balls.
Close.
3, 2, 1.
Fine.
3, 2, 1.
Shit.
Good job.
I wouldn't call it a good job, but
Lawless.
Kill's a kill.
Perhaps
Tech cook.
If I just got the conduit that reduces my leap of faith cooldown by 30 seconds. You're welcome.
do you think Lady's gonna be easier than Zymox?
What's the command to remove someone from your friends list?
Alt F4.
Yes. Doesn't say that there's any differences on her own.
Alright,
Not mechanically, anyways.
onwards and upwards.
Try it.
To the purloined stores.
What about your loins?
Excuse me?
Thanks, Kier.
Here, mortals. I know a
2 crystals and a shard,
to the
right?
antechamber.
Hey, we just got a
One
heroic
crystal,
item
2
in the
shards.
vault.
1 crystal, 2 shards.
Yes, we did.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
What did we get?
Your
Vault
first,
heroic.
your first vault item for raid. A heroic item now. Because that's 3 bosses.
To our master's demand.
I didn't. Can we go back and do Shriekwing? Missed it. I wasn't here for it. So can we
Well, then-
reset?
You missed the first 2.
Oh, did you kill?
Yeah,
You
you-
killed another. Who else did you kill?
Huntsman.
Altamar.
Oh, nice. All right, we definitely have to reset then.
The Chi-Chi was being late.
Ah.
Forcing me to heal.
I apologize to everyone that had to get his heals. Except Talk.
Were you spinning?
Me? No.
I just assumed that would be why.
No, I was at the orthodontist.
Good excuse.
I've never had braces, never had teeth problems ever in my life, and my dentist was like, "You should see an orthodontist. I think you might need braces." And of course, the orthodontist is like, "Yeah, obviously you do. Give me money."
Yeah, you should have come here in 6th grade.
American healthcare system.
I have. I've always had incredible teeth, but they've started to slant inward a little bit. Basically, she was like, "You either do this now, or when you're 50, you have a bunch of teeth problems. So you decide." And I was like, "I'll probably be dead by 50. So can we just wait?"
You're gonna die by next year?
Yeah, by next year.
So I just got a random Battle.net message from my dad just screaming, "I can do it. We can do it."
Awesome.
He's like I just like, huh? It's like I'm just being supportive. It's like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, you could do it.
Yeah.
Are you winning, son?
It only works for the only reason that doesn't work is because he also plays WoW apparently. So.
Yeah, no, he's won the Raiders. He's a Raider.
I just want my dad to randomly text me and say, "You got this. You could do this."
No, he messaged me on Battle.net.
Oh.
I want my dad to actually know how to text.
It's even more support than battle.
Yeah, he mains a rogue, so if that tells you what kind of player he is.
Graph, what kind of player are you?
A good one.
Is Graph your dad?
The
I
new
hope not.
lore.
I hope not.
Dickens.
Did Dad?
That means Graph would have to be like what? No older than 10 years old.
I want Graph to.
Silex was born.
Oh, dude, Silex is gonna be calling Graph Dad all the time.
No, let's not start.
No, I'm not starting that. No. No.
Fair enough.
Nope.
I don't think it's that weird. Darius calls me dad all the time.
Yeah.
Dad?
Do you disappoint him appropriately?
Yes.
I call Darius who?
Oh, your dad's a musician?
Incoming. I'm looking at the.
Where's
bridge
the
chat.
Joke?
Here comes
Where's
the
the
joke.
joke?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The best magician ever. Still can't figure out how he did it.
Sounds like there is a
There is.
difference on heroic, just the ads, right?
Yeah, just.
This is dumb.
Why am I healing people?
Why did my cheat death just fry?
We have this
Just run the lines
ability,
through
but we have
everybody.
no way of getting rid of it.
I assume if they all die, then we'll be okay.
We were supposed to get a second set to make a pentagram.
It happened yesterday too. But anyway, the reason I was late was because of the orthodontist, but then she asked me about my dog, and that added another hour onto the appointment, so that's why I was really late.
Second pup already?
No,
You,
she's
you paid your orthodontist for an hour to talk about your dog?
yeah, pretty much. It was a consultation, so it's free.
And she kept asking you while she had her hands in your mouth, so you kept
Yes.
saying, "Oh, you hear it?"
Always.
Yes.
Always. No, my new pupper won't be here till the end of the month. I gotta wait for her to
Let's say some people
to
pay
get
good
up
money.
here.
Oh wait.
I'm sitting with my dad
Okay,
while
what
this
happened?
He's like, "Looks like I'm going to a party." He says, "Looks like I'm about to go to a party." So yeah, sure.
So I really don't understand what the difference is on heroic as far as the ads go, other than it sounds like you won't be able to move for some of them. It'll alternate between two ads.
No, there's 2 ads that spawn instead of 1 each time, and they have a cast, condemn, which basically does 20k damage to all enemies if it goes off. And the front, unfortunately, you can't spell lock it, so you can interrupt it, but it'll just start casting again. You have to keep rotating interrupts before it keep it interrupted. It's a 6-second cast. You just have to kill them before they get a cast off.
It seems like only one's a caster. Is that the priority?
The conjured manifestation is it's a conjured manifestation. The specter is the one we've had to deal with before. We've seen that one. It's the new ad. That's the one that casts condemn and basically, like I said, needs to be interrupted. The problem is on the 4th anima thing. Once it's power 1, then whoever gets the debuff can't move. So they say the best way to do it is when the 4th anima tower is up, everyone kind of needs to move in and stay close to the boss so that we get spawning beside each other.
Okay, so all in for the big ad phase, which was triangle or no diamond.
Diamond.
Okay, and then you're gonna mark the priority then.
The which? What? Sorry.
The conjure manifestation. You're gonna skull it.
Itch. The TBM will do it automatically. Probably will.
You know.
Yes, set icons are conjured manifestation. It'll be. Well, I don't know why it uses 4 icons apparently. It's using all the icons for this. But okay.
I'm a little scared that two people made about that comment within seconds of each other.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Try and drop the ads right up near the boss. Probably both right on top of each other.
Hit triangle.
Four, three, two, one.
Hit star.
Yeah, she's about to switch over to it. Yeah, we gotta get them as close as possible.
Dude, should we
Manifestation
stack the
first.
circles?
It does damage. I don't know how much damage it does. Make sure that condemn is interrupted.
I don't have this one.
Hit circle.
That's 2 stacks on me.
I had to run out.
Okay. I got the Spectre.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Hit diamond. I'm gonna pop a healer cooldown too.
Fine. I'm not even. Okay.
I got targeted by an ability?
Yeah.
What is this?
4, 3, 2.
Cure hit him as well.
Lost a priest.
It's the ads. They need to be in here.
I got next. I got next. No, is that Ed?
They both condemn. I did read that. I was right.
My bad.
Oof.
They both do condemn.
The way I had wording is suggestive that it does not. My bad.
So, for the two ad circles, do we think we can stack them closer, but not like the two people not touch each other's circle, but get them pretty close together?
We call it. It does 16k damage.
To anyone that's in it, though, right? Like, as long as they're not touching each other's circle, you can get them fairly close.
Yeah, the circles can be overlapping. Just don't put other people in the circle.
Okay. Okay.
My circle killed me.
Oh. Yeah, they will both do condemn, except the manifestation can't be tanked. It's the one it just sits there and casts condemn. The other one needs to be tanked. If it's not tanked, it casts condemn.
There you
go.
go.
So
That's
you were
why.
on the manifestation with me?
I was. So yeah,
Okay.
I think it's just easier if we just keep the boss on that one, and then let everyone else deal with the other one. Like, let's not try and shimmy everything around.
So we have to move to the Spectre.
Yes.
That's the one that needs to be tanked. Okay.
Correct.
And we still only need one person in the red circles, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they lose.
We're gonna be basically trying to always drain something because two of them really hurts.
Well, don't drink two of them. Unless you absolutely have to.
Well, that time we kind of had to. Otherwise, we would have had those ads being partially empowered, and that would have been bad.
Well, no, but we don't need to. The only time we need to drain them is if they're close to 33, or if she just moved off of one that's full.
We were at 28, and one was at 80. So, yeah, we gotta. I'm just gonna change the timing a little bit.
Yeah, but we drained green for some reason at the start when it was at 9%. There was no reason for that.
We always drain green at the beginning. That's so that they offset. We've done that for normal since the beginning.
No, we don't. We don't need to. They'll offset.
If you
So
We did not drain it last night.
No, we normally do green right off the bat when it gets to around 5%, because if you don't, then you're going to have green and purple at the same time. You always want to be draining something. So we'll drain green first, we'll drain purple second, we'll drain star before she switches, and then we'll switch to circle, and then we'll be in a rotation where they'll all be at the same different levels the whole way through.
we didn't have to do that last night, but sure.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drain green. Drain purple.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Ads going out now.
Drain star.
Three.
Drain green. And circle.
Consumes your heart. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ads are going out. Up on the platform.
Hit diamond. Cure him.
Dad. I have the beam. Oh, that's not gonna work because it'll res me way up yonder. Drain green. Ooh.
Yeah, that was the orb exploding. Yep. There's the other one.
Is at an end.
55, not bad.
You a builder or a breaker? Yeah, don't touch anything.
Please.
Such routes to see to our master's demands.
What?
The debaucheries I have witnessed.
that's much faster.
What's the big priest cooldown? The long one? Power or something?
It is called Holy Word Salvation. So you just call it Salvation.
Here, okay, thanks.
Like,
You cast it and hope the fight goes on for another 12 minutes.
well, I was able to use it twice in the last fight we did. Not this boss, the kill. So if you cast it early, you can.
That's kind of depressing.
Well, if you cast it early and then you're really good about your 2 other Holy Word cooldowns, you can bring the cooldown pretty low.
Yeah, it reduces the cooldown on it.
I didn't realize that cooldown. Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of Holy Priest is kind of all about that, like casting abilities to reduce the cooldowns of other abilities.
Yeah, I know that. I just didn't know that Salvation was affected. It didn't occur to me.
Are we still heroing for when it goes to triangle?
Yeah, 50%.
I haven't run Salvation in a while because I've just been dungeon.
It's pretty potent.
You don't run
Yeah.
Salvation in 5 mans.
Yeah,
Yeah, I run Apotheosis.
that one's a lot better in dungeons.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rend.
Hit triangle. Hit diamond.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hit star.
That's 20.
When she switches, hit circle. You DPS, I got it.
Oh crap!
It hit. If they hit 100, it can't hit 100.
I swear I
What?
took the draw.
You did, and then you could have run away, and I pulled it back. So yeah, that's what happens when one of them hits 100. Bad news bears.
Hey.
Bottle hit 100?
I get it.
Yes, the first one hit 100. Circle, 100.
So that's a DPS raise then.
Like circle's going up right now. Shouldn't be going down.
It's going down.
Now.
Hit triangle.
Dead tank. That was very, very quick.
Yeah, we're out of whack as things happen.
So basically, we didn't push her past the percentage fast enough.
Yeah. Part of the problem is the ads are way too spread out. We're taking way too much time off with the ads.
Traitorous scum.
I gotta brazier down.
You can get him close enough to cleave.
See who it gets.
Don't release. Well, I got it.
Perfect.
And it didn't let me take it.
Oh.
Not perfect.
That's quick run.
Yeah, if you think you don't have enough time to get the ad to the position it's supposed to be in, you do. Just pop speed boosts or whatever.
You might want to go over where they're supposed to be again. It seems like there's confusion.
Moon and Skull. I just moved them. And we'll keep the boss a little bit further forward.
The Stoneborn were permitted to use such routes to see to our master's demands. The debaucheries I have
This says the tanks have to move the harness spectre. I didn't know it was moving.
Well, we have to move to him, right?
No, this says if the ads spawn far apart, the tanks have to move to the spectre. Okay.
Yeah.
I missed a word.
Mm.
Unconscionable guilt. You should call your mother. No!
Yeah, so we don't know which person's gonna get which ad. So ideally, one on Moon, one on Skull. And the boss will be kind of a front stage.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hit triangle. Hit diamond.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Ads. One on Skull, one on Moon. Tried to guess where they are, so shift if you need to.
Hit star.
You can get close, a little bit closer. There you go.
Couldn't tell what was pets and what was like a feral druid.
Same thing.
Hit circle.
It's two.
Hit triangle.
I got this.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Ads.
Priests. Use something.
One on Skull, one on Moon.
But oof.
That's 2 on me. I got the Spectre.
I will crush your heart. Your fates are linked.
Hit diamond.
I got her.
Oof.
Hit diamond again. Or sorry, triangle again, sorry.
Got it. Don't hit it. Don't hit it.
About star.
Hit
Ads are coming.
star.
Well, she's not off. I guess she's at 52.
That's 3 on me.
Oh, she's moved. Hero. She forgot to call ads, so whatever.
Your anima is
Got this in the back.
Bring her back to the room. Move
Hit
closer.
circle.
traitorous scum.
Come on it. Got a beam down.
Yeah, we get Arc is down. He's not quite inside it, so that's gonna go off.
That was very lousy placement of them people works though.
Big CD. And hit diamond.
2, 1.
Fuck it. We just didn't get off triangles.
This your pathetic day is at an end.
Rax move.
What's raising you? I got Darius.
The Stoneborn were permitted to use such roots to see to our master's demands.
When does it switch over again? 25?
Every 25%.
Or there's a timer.
Or a minute and a half, I think it is.
Yeah, we were at like 91%. So I think I would have probably filled up before we got there.
We're not putting enough DPS into the boss. That's the problem.
Do we just have a total throughput issue or a mechanics issue preventing them?
I think a combination of both, probably. Yeah, the manifestation should be killed first. The one that's casted. Constant. Yeah, it's priority. Therapy, dad. If it was impossible, yeah. I wish I knew what our active time is. No, it casts. It literally has a 6-second cast. If the cast goes off, we all take a shit ton of
I'm
damage.
not talking about that one. How about the other one?
That just punches the tank.
So 100 energy punches a tank?
Yeah, that's all it does.
Okay.
So we can passively cleave it and pump more into the boss?
Yeah, it's got a debuff it puts on the tank, but as long as it's tanked, it doesn't cast any spells on the rest of the range. It's just a big punching bag.
Okay. I've been focusing it with my as the target of my cleaves. I can switch to after we kill the first dad, pump everything into the boss and passively cleave the other one.
I wish I could see the. I'll have to look at it after. The activity time and the percentage, how much time we're spending on the boss, if we're spending too much time running around. But whatever damage we can get out to put it back on the boss, because yeah, we can't have those anima things sitting full. Ideally, they should be at 0. They should be empty when she switches to them. Ideally.
That one, she was almost at 0. We just finished training triangle.
And yeah, I think it's a minute. I think it's a minute and a half.
That one was nearly perfect. We only had one overlap where we had 2 at once. Maybe 2.
It doesn't say. The boss loses 25% of his health. No, there is a timer.
Yeah, it's 100 seconds. Cast after the boss takes 25% or after 100 seconds. But after 100 seconds,
yeah,
it's going to be full.
40.
So
1 minute 40, yeah.
On normal, that's fine, but it's a wipe on heroic because it'll be full.
Alright. Here we go. I'll try and see if we can
4,
get a little more damage out.
2, 1.
Hit green. Hit diamond.
Well, that just happened.
All 3 of you did. Awesome.
Yeah, it's up.
Hit star.
I thought I was a second lane with that time. Sorry.
Yeah. Back the ad on top of the boss on top of the ad. Can't move the ad.
I'll get circle. I got it.
That's 2 on.
I'll grab her. Yeah, the Spectre can just die to clean damage. It really doesn't need to be focused.
Four, 3.
Hit triangle.
1.
I got it.
Ads.
Cure him. Sealing him too.
What was that?
Did
Unleash
Soka
Bottle hit the ground.
Bottle hit the ground.
Is at an end.
We don't need to release, but you can if you'd like to repair.
Yeah, bottle hit the ground. Bad base.
Oi! This jazz gonna be the end of all.
The Stoneborn were permitted to use such roots to see to our master's demands. The debaucheries I have witnessed.
Don't forget the pre-pot.
What's that?
How much do those potions go for right now?
$1,700. Gold. I checked.
Dollars.
Wait,
Dollars.
for one potion?
One agility potion. I'm not sure about intel, but agility was.
I do Phantom Fire for single target, 445.
5, 4,
1 Bitcoin.
3, 2, 1.
Hit triangle. Hit diamond.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Going out.
Hit star.
Close to the good area.
Hit circle.
On me.
Just using trank.
Ooh, I'm at 2.
Hit triangle.
4, 3,
Do a CD for this one. Cure him.
Move that in. Can't.
He was busy.
Oof. Okay.
He was doing priesty things.
Apparently. Ow. Nothing that mattered.
Which one did we miss?
A bottle again.
I know.
I was standing in one, and then somebody stood over, and I don't know what we missed. Well, weird.
Yeah, I feel like we're a lot more forward than we normally are in range right now. Normally are spread a lot further back, but I think we're afraid to not be able to get the ads in, so we're missing bottles at the back.
I can shift it back slightly, but
More than enough room. Like, you can run across the entire room when you have that debuff.
Does it slow you down when you've got the ad coming, or?
No. When it hits 33%, when it's the last one up, you can't move when you get it. But beyond that, no.
Okay.
I mean, the ad wasn't the problem. We missed the bottle. People need to.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was casting him and made it into play. So any excuses is you need to stop DPSing or doing stupid.
Yeah, maybe we can just bring the boss just to the like the front corner of the circle here, just so we've got more space at the back. We can move ranged further back.
We'll keep the boss where we were. We'll put the ads in the middle of the room.
Because like usually I'm grabbing bottles back here and I cannot hit melee, and there's still bottles that come back further back here.
So yeah, we'll just do this. Here. Kind of have to see the boss right over there, and then we'll drag her into the ads if need be.
If we move her up, will the bottles start going behind her then?
I don't think I've ever seen the bottles on the platform.
They go there.
Do they?
They go there. I know because I stood in ones that are there.
Okay. Alright, fair enough.
A heck of a
I
lot
don't.
closer than
I have a lot to pay attention to. I don't notice that stuff. But yes, okay. Fair enough.
That's fine.
They-
It's harder to heal people when they're all the way back there.
I'm pretty sure the whole room is a valid target for her throwing bottles, so it doesn't matter where she is in the room.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
drain triangle. Drain diamond.
Yeah, I couldn't see it there. Sorry.
2, 1.
Ads incoming. Soul Moon.
Drain star.
I have two.
Drain circle.
Toner again. Yeah, okay. I just took the third one.
She's on immune.
Oh, lovely.
You Okay.
Yeah, no matter how many times I taunt her, she will not switch targets. Alright, there she goes. In the circle. Whoa, there it is.
There's one in the center.
I'm at two.
Drain. Oh, sorry. Drain diamond.
That's 2 for me.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Drain star as soon as she switches. Drain diamond, or sorry, triangle. This is your Selim, him.
52. Green is way too high for this. She's about to switch to it.
Should be draining right now. It's not draining.
She's
I
on it
clicked.
now.
I had it clicked.
No, she's on it right now. We need a hero.
Drain. Drain star. If it's not already, it is. Never mind. Zero him, Darius.
Fuck.
Waddle.
Bottle.
It hit him and everyone died.
Did someone die on that bottle back there?
Yeah, it wasn't a. It was the beam. I was trying to get close to the beam, but there was crap all over the floor.
Okay.
Yeah, we went into 2 different problems here.
I saw that bottle at the last second, and like my brain was doing a million different things at once, and I couldn't say bottle behind boss.
I glanced at it and it was taken, and I looked back at the boss, and that's the one that blew up.
Yeah, we were late on triangle, but we were already draining still one other one, and we were pretty low on health, so we just hemmed, so...
Well, we were at 3 minutes and 47, so I think we're hitting the time limit. She's moving on regardless.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit behind on our DPS at the moment, so...
Yeah.
I mean, hey, 3 out of well,
It's
3
a-
out
it's
of
still awesome.
10. That's pretty good.
I think we'll probably do better on Zymox, though. But, yeah. We can hit it again. It's a quick fight.
Yeah. One more pull.
No, no, no.
Last pull of the night.
Gotta figure out the timing anyway, so...
Hey, do you guys want to just switch to being like a 5-day-a-week guild?
No.
Yeah, on a mythic too while we're at it. What the heck?
You're gonna pay
That's the
my
goal.
bills, so,
Well, I mean, we'll get sponsored eventually, right?
For the next world first, I need everybody to take 2 weeks off of work and
2 weeks? Man, you're optimistic.
We're getting rid of everyone that has a job.
2 weeks before the race starts. 'Cause you have to...
Scuzz is now my least favorite mage.
I'm surprised you had a favorite mage. Wow.
His brother.
I've got 4 to pick from. Yeah,
what are you-
actually.
Yeah, but
Unfortunately,
it's-
my brother takes lead.
You're not getting a
Also-
portal from any of us tonight.
Also, Hawkeye
Fair
is
enough.
not his favorite mage anymore. Boom.
I thought you loved Serial. She's the best. Everyone loves her.
That's not
Except
your
for everyone
main.
that hates her. Who
Not
is
a
most
mage.
people.
It was,
She's a mage in WoW.
and well, basically, you go back and forth between love and hate.
Aki's is my favorite warlock.
I need to get you some glasses, boy.
It says hockey's. And he's purple.
Grade 4 mage.
Feel about that.
What color is Grakim right now?
Also purple.
Purple.
They're all green to me, okay? So clearly,
So does
we're
that mean
all.
that both monks and hunters are the same thing?
I didn't know there was a difference.
It's only
I-
part-time once we get sponsored.
I assumed monks were just hunter pets. No.
Sure. Survival hunter are monks now. I got it. Yeah, makes sense.
I feel this is appropriate for the conversation we're having.
Yep.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's how Stan spells it. Shut up. Trademarks don't need to be proper spelling.
That's how you get a trademark.
Man, you popped that right on the pole. Wow.
Hit triangle. Hit diamond.
The arch is on boss.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Ah!
Hit star.
Boy.
God damn it! We're trying to move the boss off. I don't know.
It looks like we need some masquerade masks.
That's 2 on me.
Hit circle.
Four, 3, 2.
Hit triangle. Kira, this is your him.
You got the ads, go to the marker, the skull of the moon. Everyone else needs to move out of them. Get used to it for the last phase anyways.
That's 2 on me.
Your fate are linked.
Hit diamond.
Whoa.
Ow.
Yeah, we don't need
Honestly,
anyone over there.
Shit.
Oh shit. No, I didn't say anything.
Catastrophic.
But we're definitely dead.
4,
Oh yeah, we're not gonna make the timer.
1.
We got 10 seconds before she switches to the next one.
Oh, we got this.
Don't worry, with the power of German goth disco music.
Where's your ad? Oh, did the person die with it? We're missing an ad.
What's up, Hawk? How's it going?
99 and 100.
Explosion!
It's a kill, right?
someone.
It was
Good
a
job,
kill
guys.
poll, we just didn't specify which.
What kind of
3 to 10
loot
heroic.
does the bosses? What kind of loot does the bosses get off of us?
Gold.
Should get some better gear. Make that a bit
Ears.
easier.
Whoever designed it gets part of our subscription cost.
That would be a bad incentive.
Oh god, like raids would be impossible.
Wait, they're not?
No.
We just make them
To
seem
be-
that way.
To be fair, maybe that is the case in LFR, because holy shit, that thing is harder than everything else.
It was the case with Cahoon. No, wait, not Cahoon. It was Zul that we had the difficulty with.
Alright, I'm heading off. I'll talk to you guys later.
Night.
Nice.